Mm, yeah.
Hello.
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 Every Rush song.
Welcome to the show where we are talking about every Rush song. We are working our way through Vapor Trails. Going to be here all summer, folks. Vapor Trails. Tell us what you think. You can email us 2112 at everyrushsong.com on all the social media channels. The Sosh at EveryRushSong and on YouTube at EveryRushSong. Comment, message, whatever you like to do. Tell us what you think. If we were going to talk about the next song on Vapor Trails today, Tim, what would it be? I should have written that question down. It made it awkward. What's next?
Well, this song is about something that everybody wants. Unfortunately, we're never going to get,
That's what
and
Neil
that's a
says.
and that's a peaceable kingdom.
Peaceable King.
Cue the music.
Cue them. That's a great line right there, by the way. The ones
We
we
wish.
wish would listen. Yeah, we wish are never going to hear.
And that's kind of the gist of the song. But
Yeah.
you know what I really like? Since it's right here.
Oh, when it makes. Yeah, I like this. Yeah.
I love that shit.
I like it because
just
whenever you play it,
rocks.
if we could put any chance you can go back and play that again, because I noticed the effect that it has on all of us. If we could just do that one more time.
Just that bum, bum,
Yeah,
ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Can you hear it? Is it loud enough?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stink face. Or at least two of us. The heads bopped and two of us had stink face.
Is that the effect?
Apparently.
You had me rewind and play it again for that?
Mhm.
So it was totally worth it.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, I kind of think that the consensus here is we like this one better than what we did last week.
Yeesh. What?
Ghost
Oh,
Rider.
yeah, I forgot last week.
Like it better than Ghost Rider last week.
Yeah,
Or in podcast years before I accidentally hit end instead of stop recording.
I think so. I just like the more upbeat stuff. When it comes to Rush, mellow is not my cup of tea so much. There's some mellower songs by Rush that I like. Not that Ghost Rider is super mellow, but it's kind of mellow.
But
For-
you
for
can
Rush.
hang on a second. You consider this song mellow?
No, I was talking about Ghost
Oh,
Rider.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, when you have to make a stink face in a song,
Right. I
it's
was
not
going to
mellow.
say,
Hold on a second. Let me put on my head banging face.
No, I like the the lyric there, and then it goes into.
Full disclosure here. This wasn't one of my favorites. I always just kind of listened through it. But then the more I listened to it, going through the lyrics and stuff, the more I listened to it and just hearing just how much it rocks. And then in a bit, I'm going to play a guitar riff that I really, really like. Man, I really like this song now.
Okay, so I read somewhere, and I'm
Oh,
not. Yeah, it's true.
Jay's
Um,
reading.
I was doing some research, and I read somewhere that Neil Peart um, confirmed that this song was partly about 9/11, about September 11th. Um, I I guess I could see that. The thing is, this is one of those Rush songs where I have a hard time interpreting the lyrics. There's
Aren't you
some
glad
straightforward
I'm
stuff at the
here?
beginning. Yeah. There's straightforward at the beginning, but then we're talking about justice against the hanged man, Knight of Wands against the hour, swords against the kingdom, time against the tower. What's up with that?
Do you know Tim? I bet Tim knows. Because Tim probably you have the album, right? Like the vinyl? There's the face.
I love that
I
face.
love asking Tim questions just to get that face. Yes, Tim, do you know what those lyrics?
And why is that lady behind you crying?
She hates my jokes worse than
she
Tim
she
does.
well, I think it's because for some reason this week she's on the other side
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is
instead
it
of on
backwards?
and I
Oh.
don't know why I can't fix that.
Is it
So
your Uncle
she
Carl back there that
it's Uncle Clyde. And
your Uncle Kevin?
and
Sorry.
and right.
Sorry,
He's
Kevin.
just still upset because the kids behind him can't get those kids to shut up.
And it's been weeks.
It's
Come on.
been months, you
Parents.
know. Come on.
I mean, come
Now,
on.
you know,
Let's
they're
get 'em-
supposed to be moving pictures and they're not going anywhere. Maybe that's what she's upset about. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because the pictures are not moving. Do you know
You
what
guys
those
are
are?
just standing here. You're not doing anything.
Do you know what those lines are from, Tim?
Do I know what the lines are from or what do they mean?
Either what they reference, what they mean, where they come from.
Spoiler alert, it sounds like they come from something.
Yeah, it sounds like something that I should have read, and no,
Those are
don't.
those are all tarot cards. Tarot cards. Cards of the tarot.
Oh, like predicting
Yeah.
the future,
Oh,
the
you
past,
mean
and the
you mean
Yeah, I
present.
mean,
you mean witchcraft?
if you believe in that sort of thing, or even if you don't believe in that sort of thing.
It
Look,
doesn't matter
so
if you do or you don't. It's called witchcraft.
Witchcraft. That kooky
Witchcraft.
witchcraft.
we'll save that for our Wicca episode, for our Wicca podcast. By the way,
Every Wicca.
every
Every Wicca, Wicca, Waka, Waka.
every Wicca spell.
We
Wicca,
discuss,
wicca, wicca, waka.
we
Guardian
discuss Muppets
Leviosa.
and witches.
Muppets
Wicca,
and
Wicca,
witches.
Waka, Waka. Wicca, Waka, Waka.
Waka Waka burning low.
Sorry.
Yeah, so in the album art for Vapor Trails, there's tarot cards, and each song has a tarot card associated with it. And so I looked into some of the tarot cards, but it is really deep, and I don't know if Neil went that deep with the lyrics, like so I did pull out something to read from a witch site. I don't think it's a witch site, but I don't know if they sell tarot cards or what, but it's a site that has nothing to do with Rush, but then they have explanations of what these lines would mean based on if they were doing a tarot reading. And we'll get to that later on in the show. You want to stick around for that.
Oh.
No, it'll be in this one. After these messages from our Tim. Just kidding.
Hi.
So,
Thanks,
yeah,
Tim.
because
And now back to you.
and if you go and listen to the Rush Fancast, Something for Nothing, the Jer from that show does a really good job of explaining the tarot cards, and they go through the card for each song. And I don't want to go through that because they've already done it and did such a great job. There's no sense in us repeating it. But the thing about tarot cards is each card has a meaning when it's right side up. And then when you turn it upside down, it pretty much has the opposite meaning. So essentially the cards can just mean anything. So if you're a tarot reader and you're just a good con artist, it's like some sort of, what do you call, like a con man or something? I don't know, like where you can read people and you can pick up from their micro expressions. You can pick out personality traits. The cards can mean anything, and you can pick up clues and then just some general things about people, maybe based on how they're dressed or whatever, and give a tarot reading that sounds like you might be able to tell the future or something like that. Like you might have some kind of magic powers. So that's going to be my stance on tarot readings as apply what those lines to the song a little bit.
Okay, so
But Tim being the big Wiccan of the group, he really okay, just kidding. I'll stop right there.
he was born on Halloween,
He was born
All
on
Hallows
Halloween.
Eve.
Well, how you can't get more witchy than that.
It's true.
Witchy
I have-
Tim, she's got the moon in his eye. Ooh,
Witchy Tim.
I have told you guys repeatedly, I'm a member of a secret society, and you keep bringing it up, and I've told you to stop.
Okay,
Booga, 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 booga.
I will not allow
Ye-
any more mentions of Witchy Tim ever again, especially not your
Well,
name.
you know you're not going to be able to. I just threw a curse on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. I was doing
Yeah.
so well, too.
Right.
He wooga
What's
booga
that?
booged us, so we're screwed now.
You don't want to mess. And dang it, do not put that as my name.
What?
What?
Witchy Tim.
Witchy Tim.
Okay, I'll change it. Okay, we'll change it back. Now, the title, Peaceable Kingdom. Do you know where the title comes from?
Oh, probably from some tarot reading Buddhist
It actually comes
congregational
from the book of Isaiah.
thing.
It actually comes from the book of Isaiah. in the
Okay,
Old
now you're going
Testament.
to get Old Testament to us.
Yes. So
Okay.
and remember on Ghostbusters when there's the line about
Cats and dogs living together.
cats and dogs
Mass
living together.
hysteria.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought that was kind of a reference to the lion will lay down with the lamb. You ever heard that reference? The lion lays
Yes.
down with the lamb.
Mhm.
That is
I mean, if they're
the
both
Peaceable
tired.
Kingdom. Yeah, they're the lamb's too tired to baa, and the lion's
Yeah,
too
and they're
tired to
like, you know what?
sleep.
Screw this fighting. Let's just take a nap and let's think about it.
And you're a lamb. And so that means you're going to be really soft. So you're going to be my pillow.
Right. And what I'm just gonna do is I'm just sit back and I'm just gonna keep counting
Yes.
you because you're a lamb.
You
So
can
I
be
go to
my
sleep
pillow.
by counting you, like counting sheep.
You can be my pillow or my
Gotta get
lunch.
sleep.
You decide. No pressure.
Right.
Peace frog. Oh, look at Jay with the Doors reference.
Hey,
Hey
it's
now.
me.
Right. So
Well,
in
brap,
Isaiah, so it talks
brap.
about this time of peace when even enemies get along together, mortal enemies and enemies in the wild. Interestingly enough, there's no mention of the lion and the lamb in the book of Isaiah, but it does mention things like consults notes, the wolf and the lamb, and oops, I left out a word. The something in the calf. I think it was the wolf and the calf, maybe the lion and the calf.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That's not it. And there's a reference to the lion eating straw. And then there's even a line about children playing with snakes and how children can play with the snakes and the snakes don't bite them. And so a verse that I rather enjoyed from this chapter in Isaiah, they will not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. So in this song, which I've heard it said a few times, it was supposed to be an original. It was originally going to be an instrumental, and then I think Getty saw these lyrics that Neil had written and said, "Hey, let's put them with this song," and then it kind of worked out. And so he had these lyrics that were in response to the terrorist attacks, and to me, now it's getting into my opinion. The gist of the song is that the religious texts all mention their version of a peaceable kingdom where the enemies will get along and there'll be peace and harmony and love and everywhere. But then that'll never happen, as Tim said. That will never happen because of the different religions that are at war with one another. Thoughts?
The path
General
of the
observations?
righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness.
Amen.
That's from
Pulp
Ezekiel
Fiction?
25:17.
Is it from Pulp
Uh,
Fiction?
it's totally from Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yes. Yes.
And you
Speaking
will
of,
know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
the Bible's got a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a lot of good stuff in it.
Well, I'm just saying, yes, even if you don't believe in it, even if you're an atheist, there is a lot in there, even for you.
I agree.
Great, Jim.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
You're
Of
saying-
course.
So would
Of
you try to
course,
convince
of
us?
course, there's a lot of good stuff in there.
I
Am
pulled
I-
that. I pulled this up
didn't
on the
int-
interweb.
I didn't
And-
intend to reduce it, if that's how it seems. That was not my intent. I'm
I
just
know.
saying.
I didn't take it as you trying to reduce
Okay.
it. I just think that's like saying, you know, every Rush song's got a lot of good playing in it.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Kind of obvious.
I mean, obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, unless they had released, an album full of Rivendell, I don't.
well, it's not all Leviticus. It's not all the stuff
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do. There's a lot of good
So on a side
history,
note,
some stories, and no, a word from RJ.
when I looked this up, the Ezekiel 25:17, it came up as song by Samuel L. Jackson. And
Song.
the person attributed to this post, it says Ezekiel 25:17 lyrics, copyright at Horny Guy Music.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right to me.
No, I'm
Oh,
going to distance from that. Just so
Huh.
well, any of those lines stand out? Did they make you go, ooh, good line?
You know what they do
Oh.
to me? They make me want to hear what Tim thinks.
Everything does that for me, though. I
Yeah,
always
me
want to
too.
hear what Tim.
Okay. Until I truly never knew about the whole tarot card thing. I thought this just was another song about wishing that we could all get along. That there was no more war, there's no rebellion, there's no bickering, no fighting, if we and I find it funny at the very beginning, the ones we wish would listen are never going to hear. That is political. That's argumentative. When somebody, they just never listen to me. No, they do listen to you. They just don't agree with you. And at one point, you had this discussion or this argument over and over, and enough is enough. So it comes off as the person is not listening. No, they've heard you. They just don't agree with you.
Well, to
You
your
know,
point, that line says there's another line in there later on that says, the ones we wish would hear us have heard it all before.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Preaching to the choir.
it's just another
Yeah.
one of those songs, an attempt to can't we just all get along?
No.
No. There will come a day when that will happen. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Right.
Oh, you're talking about when Cygnus comes through the black hole and brings balance to.
It brings balance. Right. Yes.
But it brings
So we-
balance to the force. Yeah.
So we can work really hard and take care of ourselves and have fun.
And have fun doing it. Hey,
Right. Exactly.
We'll have order with a little bit of chaos. Just
So
for fun.
and I don't mean to sound like I'm down on the song, because I'm not. I like the song. I think it's great how when you're the tarot cards are just the people, uh, we're trying to explain to them and they're not listening to us, in all those verses right there, how it's harder. The music is harder. It sounds angry. But then when you get to the chorus, speak of the peaceable
Yeah, it's
kingdom, it
nice. As
sounds
a
like some 1970s, 60s flower child kind of
Since the
song,
dawning of
just
the age
right,
of
exactly.
Aquarius.
Yes, yes. And so I love that part.
I
And
really
that's
like
and that's all I got to say about that.
oh, well, I hope
Thanks,
wish you had
thanks
more.
for us.
I think my favorite line is all this time. Maybe I hope I'm not skipping to the end of the song too soon. All this time we're burning like bonfires in the dark. A billion other blazes are shooting off their sparks. So it's like you have your could be a fire, like you're gathered around the fire in a gathering. I was thinking about the witch hunt, but you're gathering around a fire, and may I wonder if he meant to allude to that. You're gathering around a fire, and they're gathering around their fire, but maybe also when you're staring at the fire, you think you're seeing the light while you're staring at the fire, but then all around, I hit the mic, sorry. All around there is darkness. But then the cool part, every spark a drifting ember of desire to fall upon the earth and spark another fire. So it's viral. The embers from the fire there, you've seen in a campfire, and that's why we gotta go to Dad's and have them before they have the fire bans. Those little embers, they drift through the air, they fly away, and they can start another fire when they land somewhere else. So it's whatever. If it's
I
the
mean,
other side and they've got this thing going, you might douse that fire, but the embers are going to drift around and start all kinds of fires everywhere else, and it never
Right.
ends.
Well, and it could be it sparks a fire of the same cause, or it
Yeah.
sparks the fire against that cause.
and I mean, really,
Because
yeah,
we're busy like bonfires, shooting off our hot sports opinion. So is everybody else.
yeah. Well, and honestly, we didn't start the fire; it was always burning
Right.
since
I'm
the
pretty sure
world's
World
began.
was
Ryan.
turning.
I'm
Yeah.
sure Ryan started the fire.
Ryan.
Hey, hey, hey,
Eh,
hey,
eh.
JFK blown away.
What else?
What more
Uh-huh.
do I have to say?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't
Not
think about it that way. So
yeah.
honestly,
Good point.
to me on this song, I do not really quite understand. I definitely don't understand all the lyrics. I don't understand most of the lyrics, to be honest with you, but I like the music.
Well, and I kind of get the gist because I think he used billion on purpose. He just didn't say a lot of other people disagree. It's a
Right.
billion other voices are spreading other
Yes.
news, and
Yes.
Right.
billion
To
other
emphasize,
voices
yeah.
are making their demands.
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
Billions and billions. Yeah, and when it gets into the tarot stuff, I don't understand it either. And I think that I'm usually pretty good about figuring stuff
Well, it's like
out.
every other line. The first verse, you know, in is him. The second verse is about tarot stuff. The third is, and then the fourth is explaining. Are they explaining what they're? I don't understand, man. Just don't get all
Yeah.
the tarot stuff. I don't understand.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was kind of if he was taking a shot at religion, and that's why he decided to use tarot. I, I don't know if it's officially Wiccan, but it seems like you always picture the witches or the fortune tellers just doing the tarot cards. I don't know if he did that. Maybe as just a little extra jab against, and I think it's against organized religion in general. I don't think it's against any particular religion.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Mhm.
But so the lines: Justice is a card, the Hanged Man's a card, Knight of Wands is a card, Knight of Wands against the Hour. There's not an Hour card. There's several Swords cards, and then there is a Tower card. And the Tower is cool because I don't know if it's cool, but the Tower's got the Tower, and it's got, I think there's water at the bottom of it and a storm on the top of it, and then there's a fire in the tower, and you can see people jumping out of it. So it's does bring back images of the Twin Towers, or
The
maybe the
tower, the
Dark Tower.
tower, Rapunzel, Rapunzel.
Child roll into the Dark Tower came.
Uh-huh.
Any Stephen King fans out there tonight?
Hey.
Out there tonight. Good morning to you.
Good
The Hermit, the Lovers, the Devil, the Fool. Those are all cards. Swords again, and then the Wheel. I think is the Wheel of Fortune. So those are the tarot cards. So did y'all have any more? Did you have anything else that you wanted to point out about the song? Because I have.
I mean, I like the musical jams in it. The da 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 da. That stuff that was really good. And going in right before you get to speak of a peaceable kingdom, the Getty bass part right there.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's some good bass playing right there.
I wish I'd written down the time of that. This is but here's at 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Here's the riff that I like. I'm going to go back to about 17 seconds so we can lead into it.
Yeah.
That's only 20 seconds, YouTube.
No
copyright violation.
What?
Da 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 da. Was that the one you were talking about, Tim?
Yeah.
There's another one. Yeah, I
Mhm,
love
mhm.
that. Is such a cool riff.
Yes.
It could have been a whole other song, and it's just this.
Well,
little break
and
of
think
this
about
one.
it. So you said earlier, and I did not know this, that it was originally going to be an instrumental. You know, so I mean, I would imagine it's that part right there, that the part in the chorus that dun 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 dun, could be part of maybe how they're starting the instrumental, and then they're going
Yeah.
into the do 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 do.
What if it started like that? That would have been
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
I wish I still had that. It'd be interesting to make a mix of that. Like U2 and Duran Duran, they always had the remixes where they would take different parts of the songs. They'd make I wish someone would take those lines without the Gedios and then make like just a jam, all the hard
Gedios.
parts of it.
Now,
Anybody do that? Who's good at music? Who's good at stuff? Do it.
I like music.
I like music. It's
You gonna say-
fun.
Tim, you gonna say something?
I was going to say that the song from this episode and our previous episode. No. I'm sorry. I was wrong. No, this song, only this song, as far
Peaceable
as I
Kingdom.
know, was never played live. As far as I know, I haven't done a bunch of looking up to see, set
Couldn't-
lists from that tour. But I don't think this song was ever played live. And to me, it's kind of one of those songs that
Would have been cool. live, right?
yeah, and I don't want to say it's preachy, but isn't this the kind of song you want to get out to the masses?
Yeah,
To,
I think so.
have them listen, and yeah, man, what he's saying is right. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just one of the,
Listen to them. Maybe they'll listen to you. And
it's
if they
not
don't listen to you, at least you try.
right, and it's not a long song, What's the time on it? For
Peaceable
19?
Kingdom. Well, it's 5:20.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes song.
I don't consider it a long song.
It doesn't seem long.
I must like it that much that it just flows by.
It's actually 20, well, not 20 seconds, but it's roughly 15 to 20 seconds shorter than Ghost Rider.
Which seems like about 10 minutes longer.
Yeah. Well, on the
Sorry.
first minute, it seems like just like a minute.
Uh-huh.
But
Well,
then
then
the second minute,
minute was like 8 minutes.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
8.
yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But then the third minute, but then your mom called and said that, um,
Easy. Watch it. I'm talking about my mama.
I'm not I'm saying mama in general,
I know.
please.
Yeah.
But your mom called and said that she had burnt the brownies that she was preparing for the bake sale. So that was really more just like a minute. But then
Uh-huh.
the fourth minute came, and that was like 26 minutes.
And it
And
started rolling over into the next minute, which
minute,
was
right?
really like 5 minutes.
But we were talking about going to the fair, and then it just seemed like we lost 27 minutes.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
I think we're
you
getting
wrote this
away from
down
the
somewhere, right?
I think we're getting away from the point here, which is the rollover minutes.
The jerk,
Yes.
The jerk. Well done, gentlemen.
Enjoy.
Nice reference to the jerk. Okay.
yes.
Here's the line: Justice against the hangman. I've only got 2 of these because there's a lot, and I don't want to spend all night editing. The Justice card in tarot represents fairness, balance, and truth. This is from astrology.com, by the way. We're all big astrology fans here.
Are we?
What's your sign, baby? Sorry.
Are you? Did you call me baby or Tim?
I know Tim. Tim's
Mm.
a Scorpio.
Because I'm a Leo, darling.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're compatible.
Can we
Oh,
stop?
no.
Can we please stop calling each other baby and darling?
Yes, baby,
Sure,
we
hon.
can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I was just feeling left out, so I appreciate
Sure.
honey.
No problem.
Fairness, balance, and truth. It signifies the need to be honest. Oh, no, signifies the need for honest communication and equitable decisions. The Justice card urges us to take responsibility for our actions and to consider the impact of our choices on others. Others, Tim. Others. It is a card that encourages us to seek justice and to act with
Other
integrity in all areas
others?
of our lives.
Would you say
Oth-
others or otters?
Otters. They're
Okay.
so cute.
Yeah, they
Mom
are
said
cute.
udders.
That's where milk comes from.
Like udders. Like,
Yes.
I want to get some milk.
Do otters have udders?
I don't know. That was,
Oh no, it wasn't.
it was.
Done.
The
bit.
Hanged Man is a card of surrender and sacrifice. It represents the need to let go of control, something that organized religions don't do, and
Mhm.
surrender to the greater good. The Hanged Man urges us to look at things from a different perspective, something that's not happening in this song, and to find enlightenment through sacrifice. The card signifies a time of introspection and self-reflection and highlights the power of patience, Tim.
Really,
Patience.
really. So you see a picture of a hanged man,
I know, right?
right? Yeah,
And
I'm
that's what you got.
thinking, well, the guy either did something really bad, or
Get a
because
rope.
of
know what he did?
racial prejudice, he was
No.
put to death. I'm thinking it's death.
No, I'll tell you what happened. He had salsa from New York City.
New York City.
Get a rope.
Jay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And
Okay.
the combination
Hey,
justice against
Jay.
the hangman.
Jay, did Peter just drop the cue card for you? Because I told him to stop dropping those dang cue cards.
That from.
I don't get that. I don't know. What is that one?
It's not from anything. I made that up. It was a Tim McComas original.
Really?
All I
I
can
was-
tell you,
I was just trying to be funny.
all I can
right.
tell you is, your friends are your friends, Peter in or Peter out. It's just. Wait.
Justice
Hello?
against the hanged man. The combination of the justice. This gets good. This might make Neil look even more brilliant if that's possible.
Yeah.
And I quote from astrology.com: the combination of the justice and the hanged man suggests a time of reflection, sacrifice, and fairness. This card combination indicates that you are currently facing a situation in which you need to make a difficult decision. The justice card urges you to act with fairness and honesty, to weigh all the options before making a decision. I'm talking with my hands. The hanged man, on the other hand, suggests that you let go of control and look at things from a different perspective. This powerful combination suggests that you need to take a step back and consider the situation from a different angle. Man, I wish I could have switched camera angles right at that point. It is essential to take the time to reflect and to see the truth before making any decisions. The Justice card ensures that you act with integrity and make decisions based on fairness. And the Hanged Man reminds you that sometimes the process of sacrifice and surrender can lead to enlightenment.
Okay, but what is truth? Don't we have our own truths? Are mine the same as yours?
Tim, I think it was Soren Kierkegaard who said that truth is subjectivity. So in that case, you'd be right.
Actually, I was sort of loosely quoting Pilate at
Oh.
the trial of Jesus.
Oh, well played, Tim.
Yes.
Nice.
So here's an interesting verse. It says, all this time we're shuffling and laying out all our cards, while a billion other dealers are slipping past our guards. All this time we're hoping and praying we all might learn, while a billion other teachers are teaching them how to burn.
Well, okay, can I admit something?
Yeah.
Please, always.
I have never once, because I mean, yeah, I had this on CD when it came out, but I don't remember spending a lot of time listening to the song, reading the lyrics. So
Mhm.
I always thought it said, I understood the first part. All this time we're shuffling and laying out all of our cards. I thought it said, while a billion other people are passing by on cars.
Which they could be, you don't know.
Listen to the song.
Okay.
Get it right there. Get it. That's got to be a 158 in the song.
Okay.
Does it?
Get it to the second verse.
Okay. 158. Are you sure about that?
And tell me it doesn't sound like a billion
That's-
other people are
Yeah.
passing by on cars. I mean, you know, he liked cars.
It'd be fun. It'd be funny if you were exactly right on the timing of that. I would just laugh.
Oh, I was a little
You were
back it up.
close.
Back it
Yeah.
up.
Oh, it's a little
Back it
before
up.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
What
you
did I go
billion
to?
other teachers are teaching them how to burn?
Flipping past on cars.
No, don't hear it.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Y'all.
Does that, all right, if it's in, okay, we're from Texas, so we hear lots of talk about the border. And
Oh boy.
in the years after 9/11, one of the concerns here was the border, and if there were terrorists sneaking across the borders. It makes me think of that, but is there any chance that Neil was talking about we're doing these things, laying out all our cards, and the dealers are slipping past our guards, meaning that there's the other side, the ones that are against us, are sneaking past our guards, sneaking across the border? Or is it just because I'm from
Maybe
Texas?
we're
I'm saying that.
using all this time talking about it, but not taking action while the other side is taking action and slipping by our guards. And we're trying to hope and pray that everyone might learn from whatever. And then they're teaching hate and teaching them how to burn. So maybe it's the terrorists are being taught how to.
I don't read it like that at all. The way I read it is you are shuffling and laying out your cards while there's other dealers who are putting their cards in to your layout, and they're doing it without you noticing, getting it past your guard,
They're cheating.
Right.
meaning they're
Right,
trying
why-
to put something in your
Mhm.
life. If you believe this stuff, that could be good or bad for you. I would
Yeah.
say bad because they're doing it to, they're slipping it past your guard. That's the way I take it. I'm just
Hmm.
saying.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
You're a
A
simple
lot.
caveman lawyer. I understand. Yes.
So
That
I thought
lady
that
is still
was,
crying.
My gosh, does she not? Wait a minute.
Does she
and Tim
not
doesn't care.
understand?
Tim's just letting her cry. Tim's just letting her cry. And then I also have a link to
Nice.
astrology.com about the hermit against the lovers, but my voice is tired. So if you want that, email us 2112 at everyrushsong.com and I'll
Words.
send you that link. But
I
right now, I'm
love
too tired to
lamp.
read it.
Tim, do you love lamp, or you just see a lamp and you're saying it?
I love lamp. I love lamp.
There you have it, folks. Tim loves lamp.
Ye-
Back to you, Shane.
Do I have lamps? I don't even have a lamp. I have a salt lamp. I love salt lamp.
It's lamp.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think it's time for someone
Yeah.
to sign us off. I was going to
Tim?
say get us off, but that would not be correct thing.
Wait, get ready for the pose, Jay. Here it comes. Ready?
Thank you very much, Brownwood, Texas. We love you. Good night.
Ay, Dios mío.
I don't know how to stop it.